What's up, guys? I think we're live. Welcome back to another live video, kind of a live Q&A today. I want to talk about a few topics. If you guys are joining me live, comment below in the chat for sure. I want to hear from you, of course. We'll get started in just a few minutes. A topic I want to talk about today, emails I want to go through as well that are interesting for you guys. And super hot here in Canada. It's happening. It's crazy. Yeah, we'll get to that in. So if you're joining me live, it's just gonna be a bit of time before you guys join live. That's all right. Be pretty good. Awesome. You guys join me. Perfect. Love this. Coming. Awesome. Welcome, Jerome. Welcome, Bob. Perfect. So, guys, if you're joining me live, comment in the chat, of course. And we'll get started in just a minute. I see just a flag here, but that's right. Awesome. Yeah. So I want to talk about a few things today. I want to talk first of all about the best time frame. Then I'll go through a couple of emails I had recently, question people have. And if you guys have any question about whatever topic, travel, trading, else I do business, I'll make sure to answer your question today. Didn't have any video to post today, so that's why I'm answering some questions. Welcome, Alex. Perfect. So the first thing I want to cover, and I'm this stuff because I get that question a lot, and that's about the time frame. What is the best time frame to trade? So what is the best time frame to trade? I get this a whole lot, and I had a comment about the topic. I want to go through all saying the fact that there's no best time frame to trade. It doesn't exist. Forget the term. But I want to kind of guide you through what you need to think about when you pick your time frame to trade. And there's three parts to this. First part is what is going to be your availability, like what time you have available. Is it, are you working like 9 to 5? So do you have like before 9, after 5, or what time you have available? That's the first step. Second step you need to master is kind of what is your personality. Okay, so are you more like a day trader trading lower time frame? Are you more like a swing trader trading higher time frame? Or are you in between? Or perhaps you look at longer time frame, like really high time frame, like the weekly chart and more. And we'll talk about that a little bit after. But what is your personality? What do you trade best? And we can know this with kind of a quick personality test, that's possible. Or we can know this by experiment. But experiments are much longer, they take more time to accomplish. Tests are easy to do. Simple. Take a test, you're gonna know kind of what you're best at, what you're better at trading. In most cases, of course. So first of all, availability you have. Second thing, personality you have. And third thing, I will say, is how it works in the market. Okay, so I've seen some people trade strategies. They hear this from like a book or whatever. They learn about this, like it's the day trading strategy, for example, and they apply it on the weekly chart. But then they forget that on the weekly chart, it doesn't work, right? So that's kind of a mess. But you need to be able to take something and trade something that works on the time frame you trade. So you need to research. And the other thing I want to talk about, this is in line with the time frame. I got an email recently about kind of setup on the weekly chart, and the guy was asking me, "Well, what do you think of that setup? Do you trade it or not?" Same setup I have on all the I trade. Get the exact same thing. I can show you guys maybe a chart. Second to chart here. That was, I believe, on the cat. If I'm here. Yes, you guys can probably see it now. That was on USDCAD. Like you can see the channel right here. So in theory, basically overall, right, what we'll be looking at doing, we will place below the low, stop loss above the high, but the risk 3 to 1. That is given the fact that we would be at a zone, for example. But here's the thing. I've said this in the past. I've looked at the winning rate on that in the past. Same thing with the daily chart. I came up with the fact that these trades on a daily chart are gonna work maybe like 20% of the time. Yeah, at best. This is like the maximum I've seen. The weekly chart. And the daily chart was kind of higher. But based on the market condition now, they don't work really well. They don't work really well. Okay, but on the weekly chart, they work 20% of the time at most. So you would be kind of ridiculous of taking that on the chart, knowing that they don't work most of the time, and knowing that you wouldn't make money long term. So you have to be really careful with that. And that's why I don't trade the weekly chart, but I will trade lower time frame, hour chart, and the 1 hour chart. But if you just go in and trade the same thing that you heard on a book or what I talk about on any time frame, it might not work. And that's why picking the time frame, choosing the time frame you want to trade, has to do with, first of all, your availability, what time you have available. Second of all, your personality, and then third, whether it works or not. It's pretty simple. But those are the three things you have to consider. And there is no perfect time frame. You have to go with what you think is the best and try it out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, you go back and you just, okay. So I think that makes sense. And I'm going to click chat, right? So that is about it. Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you, Antoine. Sharon, that's awesome. So if you guys have any questions, comment below in the chat. I want to answer your question today, and I get a bunch of questions by email that I kind of want to open now. I can answer some of those. And if you guys have any kind of advice or any thought on questions or topics, you can comment also in the chat. Right? I might have an answer, you might have a different answer or the same. It doesn't matter, but you can contribute as well. That could be awesome. Someone here said he took a course. This is Samuel. Said he took a course a few months ago. The course was, I want to say the course or the course here, but I don't want to say the name. No way, it doesn't really matter. But what he's saying is the fact that the course was really like providing some strategies and stuff how to trade, but leaving some room for interpretation. Like when you look at the chart, you have to be discretionary a little bit, which is something that a lot of people have. They tell you, well, you trade this, but then in that circumstance, you do things different. Kind of something I'm not too good at myself because I'm more systematic. My personality is just more like that, and that's probably the case for Samuel. So talking about the fact that it took a course and then yeah, and he didn't master the system in the course. Okay, based on that fact that the system was discretionary or leaving too much room for interpretation. Okay, he's asking, is it a good idea to try a new system when he didn't master the previous one? Yeah, I talk about that a lot. The fact that you have to master what you learn, but you have to understand that if you master the wrong thing, it's gonna take way more time to master that thing. Right? If you are like, let's say, a very good, say hockey player, it's gonna take a long time for you to master soccer because you're not a good soccer player. That's gonna be a waste of time. So really important to understand what you're best at. And in that case, I would propose Samuel to take personality test of what is best for him. It's more discretionary, systematic. Maybe he knows, maybe he doesn't know. But the point is that you want to understand first what you're good at and focus on that, learning only that. And a few people talk about this, so I'm kind of pissed off a little bit. But if we're getting to that first, personality first, they will be much better opinion. Okay. So says, yeah, he doesn't want to become one of these people that like just try to like try one thing, then oh next system, oh this is interesting, let's go here and do this and do that. So that's a big challenge. But you need to understand that if you focus your attention on the wrong thing too long, it's a waste of time. Okay. He's only been training for I think 18, which is pretty reasonable. And another question he's asking, this is interesting. He's asking about the fact that so he's asking, did you have only one mentor in your career, or did you have many of them? Okay, and I don't think we can succeed with one mentor. Same goes with business, with whatever thing you study, whatever thing you learn, and trading. You can only have one mentor. Like if I have only one mentor, it's like I learn from that person, then I become like that person. That's how it works. You want to pick the best aspect from the people. You might have a mentor for your trading. You might have a mentor for your psychology, a mentor for whatever other topic you have, and that is how you become better, right? Because not everybody's good at everything, and I think this is a big flaw, a big mistake. I think that they can just create a course themselves about trading, and that they can teach everybody to be successful in every part. It's good until it's not good because some people are really good at psychology, this is not me. I'm not good at that. I know the basics, but I would much rather learn from somebody who's better at that and get the best of that than learn from someone else about systems or about risk management, and then learn about like from someone else about uh, whatever phase in the market, technical analysis. Right? This is how you learn. Different people. So I had many mentors. I had people I paid for course. I had people I hired as coach. I had people I just learned from talking with them. Well, people I learned about, people I kind of learned from about how to trade for others. Okay, and that was very important. But the first person that taught me about technical analysis didn't help me trade for other people. It's not the same person. People. I think that's really important. So that's why surrounding yourself with the right people and many traders, not only one, is really helpful. I hope that makes sense. I'll send that to Samuel after. But yeah, so that's the answer to the question. I have another question. I want to answer a few in the chat that are right now. What time frame do you trade most often? Jerome, the 1 hour chart. Although pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. So I tend to miss more setup on the 1 hour chart, but I tend to when I try to take the same of trade on the time frame. Although the setup happier more the 1 hour chart. Okay. But I want to remind you guys that I did something to fix this recently. The fact that I was missing too many trades. So I have this system now, the alerts on my phone, and I think it just rang recently, whatever. So it's easier not to keep track of the trade and what trade I have to take. That should not be a problem for you. Johan is asking, do you ever use Bollinger Band 55 or 89 period to confirm longer term trends alongside a standard 20? I've never tried that, but that's been interesting. So I did try at some point to look at like when you write a script. I was looking at basically Bollinger Band setup that I trade, plus finding this moving average on higher time. Didn't really work that well. It was fine for strategy, kind of breaking even. Although, yeah, I tried it worked quite well. I can't remember now, but it's something about basically you look at you have the 20 period moving average on your chart, but then you look at that was the ATR or PM moving average on the higher time frame, and when it's extreme, when you're really above moving average, that's where you look for more reversals. That kind of worked well. Although it's really counterintuitive, it's not what you would think about because it's against the trend and everything, but it tend to work. So think about it. Cool. I want to get to another question, you guys. This is a question Robson by the Academy. I can answer this, whatever. I know some of you guys are in the chat, some of you guys are already in the Academy. I really appreciate Sharon and a couple think. Sure. But yeah, I want to ask about trading about money. It's been not going too well. Cool. I want to make something clear, and yeah, the funny topic. Most people think that the academy I offer is about courses, and most people expect that they can learn from a course. And I've had so much of a bad experience myself with courses, like buying a course and you go through the course and then you try to apply and you fail. That I don't want to provide a course. Like that's not how it works. Okay, so here's a good lesson for I think everyone, for every like trader trying to achieve something. You will have to learn some point. You have to learn some things from books, from videos, from course, from other people, right? That's inevitable. You have to learn at some point. But then you get to a point where learning is not enough. You have to apply. When you apply something, you apply something you learn from a course. Inevitably, like no matter what happens, you come across obstacles, things that don't go well, that didn't go as you planned. Those obstacles, they kind of where some people give up. Some people just say, "Well, it's hard, too complicated. I'll just leave. Forget this. This course I bought didn't provide the result I wanted. It's working." Now, this is most people. Like 80% of people, they quit there. Very simple. This is done there. Now, there's like the other 10% of people kind of try to keep going by themselves, they try to fix it by themselves. And there's the other like 5% of people that they get to the obstacle and they say, well, so here's an obstacle, I need to find a solution, but I don't know the solution right now. Let me try to talk to someone, try to get help from, let me try to get help from someone. And they start to get help, and they over time come the obstacle. But you need to understand that like obstacle that come up, you cannot just go through them alone. Right? You could do it, but it's gonna be tougher. I think the best thing that helped me the most was whenever I had a problem, an obstacle, something that didn't go my way, I would ask someone, I would talk with someone about the topic. What did that person do when this happened? What did they do when this happened? And I would find a solution pretty fast. I would get an idea to overcome the problem. And of course, I was the only one that was able to apply these, but I did it. And that's really interesting. Don't think that I only offer a course. I want to offer a course because I know that inevitably you run across a problem that you have to solve. And I want to be there to support you. I want to be there to kind of coach you and guide you through what you need to do. Okay. So, and that's what I love the most. Courses are best. Yeah. I want to deal with that too much. And it's not working. No matter how many courses you buy, no matter how many programs you take, you need this aspect of coaching to become better. You have to work on. Okay. So yeah. But the Academy has a few programs that I've taught a few times. I don't want to have here. You can look at the page, can be linked below anyway. And there's a few courses about anything, about psychology, about mindset, about management, training strategies. Everything is there. Yeah. You need to understand that there's a big aspect of coaching. And if you're not willing to pay for a coach at some point, right? Ask yourself, do you really want to make it work? Or do you just want to, like, are you trading only for your ego? Prove that you achieved something by yourself? Or are you trading because you want to make money and you want to make this a business? If it's a business, like all businesses are, they have expenses. They have some money they put into training other people, training their staff, investing in some assets. They don't just go in and say, well, we're in a business and we are the founders, we'll do everything by ourselves, make everything work by ourselves. We don't care about anyone, any coach, any training. We just make it work. Like no one says that because it wouldn't work. Right? There's a reason why companies do this, and they go through a lot of procedure and a lot of steps to achieve the. You should do the same, I think. Yeah. So I see Melvin. Welcome, Melvin. From awesome. All right, awesome. Yeah. So some good courses. Great institute. Yeah. Good and bad for sure. Carlos says, bought like 5 stock trading courses. They're more useless. Yes. Fortunately, yeah. Fortunately, some courses are really basic. They teach you about, well, here's the platform. Press this button to buy. Press this button to sell. Not really useful. Cool. Shan, thank you very much. Shan says, Etienne's course helped me enormously. I've done a few. Cool. Yeah. So she's done a few courses. That's we need a coach that has much. Yeah, exactly. So here's the thing. Also, you don't need a professional trader to teach you, right? Unless you want to work in a bank, and unless you want to become a professional trader. Pick someone who doing what you want to do. And like at this point, I've told you guys a few times that I don't trade for the people at this. So if your goal is to trade for the people, I'm probably not the best coach for that. There's other people doing that right now that are probably better for that. That managing millions of dollars now. They might be better to teach you what they. But keep in mind that you will pay probably higher because they are making a big living from it. They have tasks that they have to do in regards to that. And if you want to learn from them, you will have to either do the work, add a lot of value, or pay a lot. That's inevitable. Okay. But yeah, pick someone who's doing what you want to do. If you want to travel and trade, cool. I think it's back. So yeah, if you want to travel and trade, then I'm maybe the best person to help you. It's not me. But if you want to trade for the people, I'm not the best person. If you want to day trade all day and work in your basement, in your basement and just whatever, be there all the time. I'm not the best to help. I don't know at all what to do for. I wouldn't do that forever, ever. So that's really, really coming here from Kevin. Kenya, Africa. Can I enroll in your class? Before, I'd like to get you guys to teach. Yeah, exactly. So what we talked about before, Academy is gonna be linked below, of course. Out. All the details are there. It's pretty clear. And yeah, there's a few options. The membership might not be available now, depending on how packet is right now. But I really want to limit it, and I've said this before, because I cannot teach anyone. I cannot coach everyone. I need to limit how many people I coach to make sure that they have a good service and that they move forward, and that they get the value they sign up for. Really important. Hope the mic is fine. Yeah, a lot of them are shit. Yeah, yes and no. So yeah, I will agree on the fact that a lot of courses are shit, as the as production says. This is kind of true. Yeah, yeah. But at the same time, like you need to make this distinction between, is it the course that is shit, or is it me who's not applying right? Some people take a course and they don't do any work, and they apply for a month and it doesn't work. Yes, like they didn't apply for long, right? That's for sure. But yes, some shit, I agree with that. But at the same time, I think so. Therefore, reasons, of course, are really basics, of course, are more advanced. But I think that like sometimes people think that they have to learn something more and advance in tactics to become better and to become good at trading, to make a living from it. While they don't understand that they can only master the basics, and that's why kind of what I teach I think is really basic. It's simple, plain and simple. But if you apply it, it really works. People got like are making money from it right now, so that's really important. But if you think that you need to master something that's advanced and that only few people talk about, then you may be missing a point. And that's why I think that coaching is really important. Not only like taking the course and learning the basics, but how do you actually apply the basics? How do you actually make it work and go back and reevaluate your stuff? That's really important. Trade on the Street series as well. I've never seen that before. I'll have to check it out for sure. Yeah, exactly. Thing is, you can do all the courses going through, but if you're not prepared to apply this, try to find another course. Exactly, exactly. And I'll tell you guys, for some time, like even for me, when I was learning trade, the idea of investing in a course or buying a new course, like so let's say I bought a first course and I went through the course. It feels good to go through the course, whatever topic it's about. If you like it, it feels awesome. Of course, you learn a lot, get challenged mentally, you have all these ideas and stuff. But when you've done the course, what's the next thing you want to do? Some people, very few people want to apply right away and take action. Most people, what they want to do after is they want to buy another course. Well, like they want to get the same feeling as they had before, feeling of being challenged, getting ideas, learning new things. They buy another course. Well, let me learn more. And they maybe like an upsell. They had the first course, and then they're gonna be sold the second course, part two, whatever. Okay, so that's good, but that's not how you succeed. You succeed by applying what you learn, and then if you need more after you've applied everything, go to the next step. Like if you need to get that that next step, of course, right? So that's how we go about things. And even now, like now I've kind of shifted where if I follow like a module of a course or program online, I make sure to apply everything now, like right now. Not like in a month, not after the end of the course, but now. Otherwise, you waste time and you just want to get more and more knowledge, which is not the way to go, in my opinion. Okay. But yeah, you need to learn this over time. Shine says, yeah, I've learned a lot, of course. I find I've been then in 2 weeks. Welcome. Awesome. Uh, so Geeks and Tweaks asked if I make more videos about psychology in control. Are they more live or recorded? I think most live because I am not the best to talk about the topic, emotional and self control and psychology. I know the basics. I know how it works. I know how to apply it for me. But I try to bring on guests such as Mandy, who's doing a good job to talk about the topic. I think she's better than me at that topic for sure. Most of them are live video. They are already published in the channel after. Um, Also, what are the questions? Cool. Chris is asking, how you doing? Doing good. Doing good. It's pretty hot here in Canada, but how long have you been trading profitable? How many years trading? Yeah. Yeah, Chris, maybe you should join. I talked about this earlier. The fact that I had many mentor in the past. Like it's not only one mentor; it's a bunch of them. But to answer the first question, how long have I been profitable? For about 2 years now, or yeah, years and a half almost. And I have been well. So basically, I've talked a video about that in the past. But the first 2 years of my trading were kind of wasted, based on the fact that I was like going anywhere, doing random stuff in the market, and didn't know what I was doing. Next year was the year I took to become profitable to put in the work, and I was kind of profitable at first. The last 6 months of that year, first 6 months were bad, or the first last like maybe 4 months were profitable. The other first profitable, that was becoming better, and that's pretty much how it worked. Okay, so that, but I've said time, but you don't need to spend too much time to become profitable in trading. It's only a little bit of rest, only you wasting time and not doing the right thing. Once you do the right thing, it's pretty simple, pretty fast. Okay, most of the time. Problem with courses nowadays is that too many marketers don't trade or looking. Yeah, of course. Yeah, and I've talked about this a few weeks ago when I was in Dublin. I was staying with Doran Victor, who's part of the Facebook group. I talk about this a lot. Like there's a lot, and this is like in the industry, a lot of people that kind of get the content from different places, different books. Then they repackage the content, right? They like put this back to a nice format, like whether that's a book or something short, and they make money from the book for sure. They can earn a lot. But the point is that these books usually have only the basics and the stuff that you would learn from it, right? So you need to be able to distinguish that. Okay, what is a book that's written by someone doing it and learning, or a book that's written by someone who's just repackaging the stuff? And I think there's a because it's useful. Like when I started trading, I kind of bought a book that was really basic. And it's really, really simple. Pretty sure the guy probably didn't trade, and you couldn't find him online. It wasn't there. Probably like a false name. But the basics in that book kind of helped me still. They helped me understand the platform, commentators work, all these basic things. And I think you need that sometimes. Easy way to get information. You cannot only win on that to become profitable. That's not what will guide you to become profitable. Maybe become good, but not extremely good, not profitable. So I totally agree with Carlos on that. Yeah, yeah. Cool thing is that when I started to trade, there was not that many people online talking about trading. There was a few, but I don't remember too many people. Now there's me, there's Trading with Venus, there's a bunch of them kind of pop. Yeah, all on YouTube, of course. Yeah, yeah. And I was thinking about that recently, the fact that there's no reason today to watch, honestly. When you have like YouTube and you can learn and you can watch YouTube podcasts and videos and stuff that are helping you move forward in trading on different aspects of your life, there's no reason to not watch them instead. So yeah, that's totally right. Oswald says all also good to spend a long weekend offline reading. Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. MT4 and MT5, whatever software get your chart platform or tester, they're yeah really good, and you have to learn how to use the tester in MT4 is awesome, and coding stuff in MT4 is also awesome. You have to spend time on that, and that's where like sometimes a good programmer would be better than a trader to teach you about MT4. Okay, because the guy who created MT4 on the trader is a programmer. He was really good at that. So that's where you can learn from different. And yeah, cool guys. So it's already 30 minutes in. As someone asked about the many at this here. If you guys have any questions, come in chat. I have like about 5 more minutes to go. If you have any question about that, then we'll wrap it up. But yeah, cool. Go through some like, trade example, but I think there's no setup this week, so kind of not much to talk about the topic. Yeah, many articles, of course. Yeah, Oswald. Cool. Awesome, guys. Have any things to talk about here? That's it, guys. I'll finish it here for today because there's nothing else. I want to what I want to talk about now. Give me a video tomorrow. I'll publish it tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern time. If you wanna see this video, make sure you subscribe. Comment below what you thought. As always, on the video if you're watching play. And don't forget to subscribe. There's one more video like this every single day. I think I said this already, but give a like the video today if you liked it. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow.